At the Alliance for Community Media's annual conference in San Francisco, ACM presented the Jewell Ryan-White Award for Cultural Diversity to our own Executive Producer Kim Lawson for exemplary leadership by encouraging, facilitating, and creating culturally diverse involvement in the field of community media.
We'll see that presentation from Create TV's San Jose Suzanne St. John Crane.
Backed by popular demand, we'll have our favorite commentator, Bennet Marks, with a personal story that may resonate with many of our viewers. Stay with us for Bennett's reflections in Dad Knew, later in our program.
Before we go, we have one last award. This is very, very special. It's the award for the Jewell Ryan-White Award for Cultural Diversity. And to present the award virtually, not only because she's not here, but she's cool that way, to our recipient, please welcome to the screen. She was honored earlier before. She's one of my great friends. Create TV San Jose's Executive Director, Suzanne St. John Crane.
I was 16 years old when Kim Lawson started producing Outlook Video. Now, I don't say that to make him feel old. I say that to impress upon all of you that this man has dedicated a significant portion of his life and ours to making sure that the LGBT community has a voice. Outlook Video has won nearly 30 regional and 10 national awards over the last 25 years. The program airs in access centers throughout the Bay Area, having just completed their 300th episode. The show's longevity is a testament to the commitment that Kim and his entire team of volunteers have to the LGBT community. But I nominated Kim Lawson for several reasons. Kim Lawson is also a founding board member of Create TV San Jose. Kim is one of the most unselfish, unassuming, and down-to-earth volunteers that I know. Whether it's taking minutes at board meetings as our board secretary, or stringing cable in the ceiling as a facilities volunteer, or helping the WAs rehearse at our creative awards, some jobs are harder than others, Kim's dedication to this organization is truly inspiring. He has given of his time, talent, and treasure as both a board member and as an executive producer of Outlook Video. As the sister to a woman who has been with her partner for over 20 years, I thank you. As a friend to many who now have the courage to live out loud and proud, I thank you. As someone who has been a community media professional for half of my life, I thank you for bringing quality programming to stations throughout the Bay Area that give voice to a population that was once silenced and is now heard. It gives me great pleasure to present the Jewell Ryan-White Award to Kim Lawson. Mwah.
I know everybody wants to leave, so I'll be as quick as I can, although I do have to make a few acknowledgments. I want to thank the Alliance for the Community Media for awarding me this award, and especially Suzanne St. John Crane for nominating me. It's said that no man is an island. In receiving this award, this is a case in point. Without Bart Davis, who worked at KMVT in Mountain View and thought up the idea 26 years ago of having a lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgendered community access show, I would not be here today. He and the prior executive producers of Outlook Video, and I'll name just a few, Philip Tuggle, David Conger, Paul Falworth, and Ken Sullivan Martin, they were the ones that just came up and made this show just what it is and handed me an award-winning show. When we started the show, the idea was to present a more real-life LGBT image. And I think we've done it over the years, and we've been told that. And I want to thank all of the people who are helping produce this show. And those would be Roberta, Alice, Christine, Nathan, Tom Smith, Johnny, Raymond, Eric, Jay, John Angel, and John Faust, and Julia for volunteering their time and their creative excellence for this show. And a special thank you to my husband of 16 years, with whose love and understanding for all the time I spent on the show. Thank you. Again, thank you, ACM, for this award. I'm truly honored with this presentation. Thank you.
When I was 15, My father took me and my sister to the movies to see The Boys in the Band. My mother played poker with the girls on Wednesday night, which in retrospect was sort of butch. And they were kind of loud and smoky. So when it was at our house, it was easier to just go somewhere else. So this one night, this was in 1970, my father took us to the movies. Have you ever heard of The Boys in the Band? It was one of the first major US movies to focus on gay characters. The gay men in it were campy, neurotic, self-loathing, and mildly suicidal. They gathered for a birthday party and they ripped each other into little tiny bits. It was a comedy. I don't know why my father decided on that movie. I'm not sure he even knew what it was. As for me, I was trying hard not to know what I was. Denial is an amazing phenomenon. I thought that if I kept telling myself over and over that I wasn't really attracted to other boys, if I kept telling myself I was straight, why then I would be straight. So I had been working pretty hard at that for some time. But sitting there in that theater, I knew that movie had something to do with me. It was hard to watch. Those men were seriously unhappy. And I remember thinking, whatever my father says after we leave, if he says those people are sick, or that's disgusting, or I hate that, I was going to have to live with it for the rest of my life. After the film's somewhat less than upbeat ending, the three of us filed out quietly and got in the car. And as we were leaving the parking lot, my dad said, "That's a difficult life." And I thought, well, that's not so bad. 12 years later, I came out to myself and to my parents. And my father did not say, "You're sick," or "You're disgusting," or anything like that. What he said was, "We're worried that this is going to make your life difficult." I don't know if he remembered what he said when I was 15, but I did. And they did worry. Once my father said to me, "Look, it's just that when the whole world is one way and your son announces that he's some other way, you worry." And I said, "Dad, we're Jewish." And he said, "You got a point." Over the years, he watched how my life developed. He was part of it, and he caught on faster than I thought he would. I remember the first time my partner and I danced together at a family wedding. It wasn't common to see two men dancing together in front of relatives back then. Afterwards, I asked him if it made him uncomfortable. He looked at me kind of surprised and said, "What? You think I don't have better things to worry about?" When I started a gay employees group at Apple Computer, I thought he would definitely tell me that I was taking too much of a risk. Instead, he said, "Didn't I always tell you that you have to fight for what you believe in?" Frankly, I'm not sure he did always tell me that, but it was good to hear. And when my partner and I got married, he and my mother gave us family heirloom rings to use in the ceremony. As I said, he saw my life, and though it wasn't what he had expected from me, not what he had planned, he saw that this was really me, and that I was living a life that was meaningful to me the best way I could. He loved me and he loved my husband as the people we really were, and that meant the world to me. My father died 2 years ago. He was 90 and he had a good life. I miss him, of course, but I'm glad I had him as long as I did. I never asked my father why he took us to see The Boys in the Band. And you know what? He was right in what he said. There are things in my life that are difficult because I'm gay, but it's worth it to be myself and to love who I truly love. And I know that he understood that and that he was proud of me. He said so.